All right, everybody. I'm Logan Alec. I ate too much sugar last night, and this is my stimulus check update for Sunday, November 1st. First of all, I had a great Halloween. Did you? Let me know in the comments how your Halloween was. We went trick-or-treating around our neighborhood. We posted a little vlog about it on our family channel. You can see the link to that right up here, as well as in the description below. Check it out, leave a comment there, and I'll see you over there. Now, I'm going to talk about this more at the end of the video, but I also want to thank those of you who interacted with me and gave me information yesterday on the channels that I was observing yesterday. The Stimulus Check Robot channel, Henry River. I also looked at another channel called Andrew Peters. There's been some more drama that has developed today with respect to that information. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. But what I want to talk about right now is this little chart I put together today. What is this chart? It's basically a list of all the possible 2020 election scenarios and what I think each one of those scenarios would mean for stimulus in 2021. Right? I didn't put 2020 on here because, frankly, I'm not sure that the results of the election are going to have a huge impact, except in a couple scenarios, a huge impact on whether stimulus will be passed in 2020. I think through the rest of 2020, we're going to see more of the same. Just more of the same that we've seen the past couple months, right? I don't think we're going to go from, basically not being able to get anything done for the past 7 months, and then now all of a sudden, just because the election happened, now we're going to get something done in the next 2 months. I continue to believe that stimulus in 2020 would probably be a slim chance, right? I think there is a chance of it, but not a huge one. Okay, so let me just say that. I think the results of the election will have a far bigger impact on whether or not there will be stimulus in 2021, obviously, because obviously that's when these folks will take office. So let's walk through the scenarios here. First scenario, Biden wins the presidency, Republicans keep the Senate, Democrats keep the House. I think this is a pretty likely scenario, to be honest, right? This is basically saying, the Democrat majority in the House is secure, Republican majority in the Senate is secure. People are generally happy, maybe, with their congressmen and congresswomen, but there are enough Republicans or kind of undecided voters who might have voted for Trump in 2016, but they've been fed up with him, and now they vote for Biden. Okay, so that's this scenario. I think it's a fairly likely scenario. How do I think this bodes for stimulus? Well, unfortunately, I think that this doesn't bode very well for stimulus. I think that Republicans, especially those in the Senate who are already not the most motivated about stimulus, might want to frustrate Biden early in his tenure as president. Okay, unfortunately, I think that politics can get in the way again, right, of getting stimulus to the people. Okay, now keep in mind, this is all predicated on the fact that we do not have cataclysmic COVID-19 impact over the next few months. Okay, if there's cataclysmic COVID-19 impact over the next few months, and there are lockdowns in many places again, et cetera, I think that definitely increases the chances for stimulus. This is kind of just assuming the status quo right now, right? Yeah, cases are increasing. We're having the highest daily case rates we've had in a while. But as of right now, it's not like we have massive lockdowns everywhere again, right? That could change the game with stimulus, okay? But now I'm just kind of talking about kind of the world we're living in right now, right? That's what I'm kind of predicating these opinions on. And also, I think that in this scenario, if there is a stimulus, it would probably be small, if anything, okay? Because think about it, right? I've said this before. If Republicans in the Senate right now are so sluggish towards stimulus, with a Republican president who wants stimulus, just imagine how undisposed toward passing stimulus they're going to be with a Democratic president, right, of the other party. Okay, that's my perspective here. Feel free to disagree. Feel free to disagree with any of these, okay? Because most predictions, right, especially political predictions, most predictions are wrong, okay? And I'm sure many of you have thought out these scenarios as well, and I'm sure you have great opinions on them as well, right? This is more just for fun, right? No one knows the future. All right, next scenario, Democratic sweep, right? I think it's pretty obvious that if this happens, what happened? I think it's pretty obvious that this happens. There's a very high chance of stimulus. Think back to 2009 after Obama was elected, right? House and the Senate were both Democratic controlled at that point. They're able to pass the Recovery Act less than a month after Obama took office, right? And I think that if there is a Democratic sweep, there will be a very large stimulus passed in early 2021. Okay. What about this scenario? Biden wins the presidency. Democrats flip the Senate. Republicans flip the House. I don't think this is very likely, but just for the sake of all the scenarios here, if this happens, I actually think there's a moderate to high chance of stimulus, right? We know Biden wants stimulus. We know Senate Democrats want stimulus. But even if Republicans do flip the House, right, I think it will be by a slim margin in this scenario, right? And I think if that happens, there will still be a large Democratic minority who would probably, right, go for whatever stimulus is negotiated here. And there will likely be enough Republican votes in the House to pass the stimulus bill in the House, right? Because we do know that some House Republicans are sympathetic to stimulus. Look at the Problem Solvers Caucus, Exhibit A. Okay, if there is a stimulus here, I think it'd be moderate to large. I think that just looking at that Problem Solvers bill, right, that was a moderate to large stimulus, right? I think it would be seen something like that, perhaps. Now, what's the scenario here? Biden wins the presidency. Republicans keep the Senate. Republicans flip the House. Again, I don't think this is a very likely scenario, but in this case, I think the chance of stimulus would be low, right? For a similar reason as this scenario up here, right? Republicans, especially in the Senate, who are already not super excited about stimulus, they'll probably want to frustrate Biden in his as he begins his presidency. Okay, if there is a stimulus, it'd probably be very small. Just something that Biden would agree to out of desperation, right, to help the people. All right, now we go to the scenarios if Trump is reelected. Okay, so what if Trump is reelected? Republicans keep the Senate, Democrats keep the House. Basically, what we have right now. Basically, my stimulus prediction is low to moderate, better than it is now, I think. But still, this is what exists now, and look where it's gotten us, right? I don't want to get anyone's hopes up about that scenario here. But if there is a stimulus passed, I think it would be moderate, maybe moderate to large. Because it seems that, we're I guess we're never that close, but the White House is entertaining options close to $2 trillion, right? Whether the Senate will go along with it or not, I don't know. I'm not sure. But, I think there's a low to moderate chance. All right. What if Trump retains the presidency? Republicans retain the Senate. Democrats flip. Actually, no. This is the scenario of a Republican sweep, right? A GOP sweep. I think if that happens, there's a very high chance of stimulus, right? Trump wants stimulus, right? At least some members of Congress want more stimulus. Now, this might be a skinny stimulus, right? Because we think, Trump wants a big stimulus, the best stimulus you've ever seen. McConnell Senate, not so thrilled, right? They like these skinny bills. So I'm saying that if there is a stimulus, which there very likely would be in this scenario, it'd probably be small to moderate. Okay. What about Trump is reelected? Democrats flip the Senate and retain the House. In this case, I think there's a high chance of stimulus, right? Because both Trump and the Democrats want stimulus. Now, the White House won't have to worry about Republicans killing the deal in the Senate. There's a stimulus here. I think it'd be moderate to large. In this scenario where Trump is reelected, Democrats flip the Senate, Republicans flip the House. This is like a Twilight Zone scenario. I don't see how this could really happen. But in this case, I think it'd kind of be similar to a couple other scenarios, right? We know Trump wants stimulus. Democrats want stimulus. And in this case, right, if Republicans do flip the House, again, there will still be a substantial Democratic minority who wants stimulus and enough Republicans in the House who are sympathetic to stimulus. I'm putting that at moderate to large, probably something along the lines of the Problem Solvers Caucus. Okay. All right, so that is this chart. Like I said, feel free to disagree in the comments. But now I want to talk about kind of the drama real quick that unfolded about my stimulus check robot video yesterday. So in my first video yesterday, which I called Clickbait Stimulus Robots, which is this one right here, I was basically, calling out these channels that put like clickbait titles and clickbait thumbnails, right? Making you basically think that, oh yeah, second stimulus is just around the corner, when clearly it hasn't been, right? And I really called out Henry River in that channel, whose channel is now gone. Okay. And then I made this video of stimulus check plagiarism, where I was calling out this Andrew Peters channel. And kind of as an addendum in that video, well, first of all, that Andrew Peters channel is basically plagiarizing off of fastcompany.com stimulus articles. Okay, so that's what I was calling out. I also noticed on the Andrew Peters stimulus channel, I noticed that the Andrew Peters stimulus channel is a featured channel on Stimulus Check Hub, right? So you can see like my featured channels here. It's basically our family channel, my wife's channel, right? I noticed on Stimulus Check Hub, right, in his featured channels, he had Andrew Peters, right? I didn't see these two yesterday, but I saw that he had Andrew Peters as a featured channel. I kind of mentioned, hey, that's kind of weird. You know, the world of stimulus on YouTube is very competitive. Not exactly sure why you would put, you know, this kind of random, you know, very small YouTube channel as your featured channel, right? One to feature on your channel. That just seems strange to me. So basically, he made a video today. Looks like he's made one about Jeff McLaughlin too, but he made a video today called Stimulus Hypocrisy Logan Alec, basically calling me out. And his whole thesis in that video is that I'm calling out stimulus YouTubers for making lots of stimulus videos and, you know, daily and saying the same thing, right? I've never called out stimulus check YouTubers for doing that. What I call stimulus check YouTubers out for doing is titles like these. $1,200 next week from a day ago. That's it's clickbait, right? I mean, I haven't watched the video, right? I think I might have watched it, but it's basically getting people's hopes up, right? Stimulus in November. Yes. Unexpected good news. You know, it's stuff like this that I just can't stand and I call out, right? Not making daily stimulus updates, because I make daily stimulus updates. So I'm not a hypocrite. I think Stimulus Check Hub misrepresented me in this video. And then there's another weird thing going on in this video. Stimulus hypocrisy, Logan Alec. If you go down to the pinned comment here by Stimulus Check Hub, there's this weird interaction between River VR, who claims to be Henry River, right? Like the stimulus clickbait robot, right? Check out my Twitter, Henry River 7. Basically dissing Jeff McLaughlin, who's another YouTuber, right? Who calls out stimulus clickbaiters, right? And by the way, I think Jeff McLaughlin, he's doing the Lord's work. Get it? Anyway, there's this weird interaction. I'm not saying this is manufactured, but I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate here. It's just interesting to say the least, right? Stimulus Check Hub. Yeah, I saw that as well. Is this Henry? How are you and what happened to your channel? River VR says that it's Jeff McLaughlin's fault his channel got taken down. He said, Jeff McLaughlin gathered his followers to falsely report my channel. They took it down. I'm in the middle of filing an appeal with YouTube. Right now, Jeff McLaughlin is trying to report Michael Rubel on your channel. That pastor is crazy. Watch out. Whew. Yeah, Michael Rubel needs to be reported. I mean, I saw some comments that maybe he's gotten better, right? But there was the time, and I called him out in a video a few months back, where he was just the clickbait king, man. Stimulus Check Hub. Wow, that's insane. Can you link the video he attacked me on? River VR links the video. Did you do a video on me specifically? I saw him call it some others, but he'll try to take me out as well. He's hypocritical, in my opinion. Anyway, that's going on too. And another kind of weird thing that happened since yesterday with Stimulus Check Hub, he deleted a ton of videos. He only has 14 videos here. And you can see in this playlist, Stimulus Updates used to have 386 videos there. You know, but now most of them are gone. Okay. In my video yesterday, I kind of hypothesized that maybe Andrew Peters and Stimulus Check Hub could be the same. I said, I don't have the facts. I don't know for sure, just kind of by the relationship here. In this video, Stimulus Check Hub says that, he puts other channels here to kind of signal to YouTube that, he has similar content. I don't know what's going on there, frankly. I really don't. I just know that these two, I didn't see them yesterday. I just saw Andrew Peters and Stimulus Check Hub's featured channel. So I really don't have time for this right now. You can watch his video, give him some ad revenue. I don't care. That's cool. I will say that one kind of weird, interesting thing here is the misspelling. This is kind of getting conspiracy theory, right? But many of you pointed out that on Andrew Peters' channel, he misspells. Oh, it changed, right? It says come get your updates. But basically, he used to. Right here, it said like finance or something, and finance was misspelled. Let me move me. Yeah, finance was misspelled right here. Kind of a similar thing on this thumbnail here. You can see that hypocrisy is misspelled with a C instead of an S, although spells it right there. So I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into that, but there is kind of interesting spelling mistakes on both Andrew Peters and Stimulus Check Hub. Again, I have no idea. I do not know if Andrew Peters and Stimulus Check Hub are related in some way or not, but I just thought it was interesting that Andrew Peters was a featured channel on Stimulus Check Hub. All right, that is all I'm going to say about that, unless there are further developments here. But like always, I thank you so much for watching this video. Please have a happy and safe rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.